Hello, what's going on, everyone? So today's video is basically about will we let go? Finally, that was basically been the message since the beginning of time. It seems. Will we let go finally? Will we let go finally? A lot of things, a lot of issues with people will, in a very non-healthy part. Excuse me. Not us. I don't speak about when it comes to us because I think that we know better. But when it comes to fixing up messes, people normally would just like to push on or move to another planet like Mars and just forget that, and just leave Earth to its mess. It's that kind of irresponsibility that I see with people nowadays when it comes to moving on or letting go. People would just rather not clean up the mess, not resolve it, not resolve the conflict, not, do anything and just continue. Meanwhile, the karma is following them and the issues following them. Kind of heard something similar to what's kind of circulating in my mind from this young woman with this awesome plant that she had in the background. I still don't know what it was. Damn it. But nonetheless, I wanted to bounce it on this channel because I'm just like, okay, this is the second time, sir, that you've drove past me. Third time, and I'm flashing you. Third time, one more time, I'm gonna flash you. Just want to see. So yeah, I wanted to come up on here and thank everyone because I've been in limbo, been pretty cryptic. My last video was stating that I'm tired, and even though I have like on this little pajama shirt, I'm still tired. Like I'm done. Like I immediately after I went looking through my archives of stuff that I had screenshot through my phone, and I forgot exactly how much content that I had saved and how much I recorded. I recorded my feelings. I recorded the bullshit that I went through. Some of the bullshit that I went through. I didn't record like every little detail, but I was just so thankful. I was like, good girl. Because without that information, I would not have had the confirmation. Basically, I was just going off of my fucking memory, but seeing all that content just brought back just up a lot of stuff, and it just weighed me down emotionally. And I was just very much thankful about all the bull caca that I had decided to just save because shit needed to happen. Because unfortunately, without it, I wouldn't have been able to, I guess, redeem myself. And then even still, people are using other things. They even have to use lies in order to. You're holding my bluff. Oh no, it's a different card. I was like, you're holding my bluff. Things you gotta do. No, just kidding. Totally kidding. So yeah, I would never. So, well, I don't know. Yeah, I think younger me probably would have done something like that on a dare at night in Vegas and then be like, forget this ever happened. But definitely not in a local neighborhood. Would definitely not do that. That just seems kind of crazy to just flash somebody. Again, what happens in Vegas, I might do something like that. Like, yeah. Kind of think about maybe I could probably do that. I mean, hey, whatever. No. Anyway, so... I wanted to come up on here and also thank a lot of people. So I just wanted to thank people for just kind of fighting for me. In a sense, it just seemed I was seeing a lot more videos basically of people who were hurt by assholes, and also learning about women's like success stories and just moving on. There are a lot of people that are divine feminine, or at the very least divine feminine in making. Like there's a nice mix of divine feminines out there. Oh my god, how did I get the lint? Oh yeah, took a nap with the cat. There are divine feminines, and then there are divine feminines in the makings, and just it was just a beautiful thing because we're all here to heal and just move on with life. And it's just it was nice. It made me giddy. It made me like really more chipper. I know people are watching me and stuff like that, so it's just like, yeah, like that is an inkling of where I got a little bit of my motivation from. Just seeing people just like on their shit, like authentically and genuinely, not for fake. Because now that being a divine feminine being basically just being a woman with your shit together, or just aspiring to get your shit together, is gonna cause a wave where people are gonna put a front on and just be, to be like, oh well, then I'm a black woman too. That is a super great thing to want to be. Just, you're gonna have to do the work, and it requires a lot of work. It really does require a lot of work, a lot of commitment. And it was really nice just seeing people just, you know, like in their divine feminine, just basically women aspiring to get their shit together, and women that are already, women getting their shit together and not feeling intimidated by other women. Like, that shit was hard. Like, I love that shit. Like, hard in a good way. Like, yo, that shit is tough. Like, I love it. Like, oh my goodness, yes, okay, that is the shit that men should have. Like, that's, like, honestly, and that people should, like, want to aspire to be. Like, oh my goodness, I'm bashful right now because it's like, honestly, like, it's kind of like, flirty. Like, oh my goodness, like, go girl, like, that's amazing. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't notice, I'm wearing like this V-shirt. It's so cute and comfortable. It literally looks like pajamas. And today is also laundry day. So, but it's cute. I love it. Even if it wasn't laundry day, it's nice. Like, I love it. It's so adorable. And with my next to my flowers, and since you guys are flowers, also passives. Hey, what's up? What's going on? La la la. That's how I saw a lot of people that were a lot more people that are like, aspiring to be divine feminine. I don't think there's like a really strict rule, because I mean, like, there's different things that we can have in our lives that make us, women of the world, women who want to aspire to just, do good, do no harm, take no shit, just be good and not be intimidated by other women. I mean, you might have your thing that you be like, oh yeah, I would like to have that, bigger beeps or something like that. I mean, something like that, something small, but not into the point where you have to, not to the part where we're gonna make it a campaign to tear another woman down. Speaking of which, I wanted to also, when I saw these videos, I wanted to thank a lot of the women, because I saw a lot of, just, keep your head up. You have a lot of attention now. There are a lot of people who are watching you. And I was just like, let me just say something right now. Like, yo, that doesn't make me happy, considering that that's literally the opposite of what I've been trying to do since I've been oppressed. That's literally the opposite of what I've been trying to do. Hold on for a moment, because my phone forgot, like, left it on. Why did I leave it on? All right, hold on. Okay, no, this is what I call the bukata. Okay, and yeah. Oh my goodness, if I didn't know any better, this seems like one of those scenes from like a 1990s Ninja Turtle thing. Like, you would think I'd be doing acrobatics. So honestly, I don't know. Pretend in this case scenario, I'm Sailor Moon, and I'm just did, I'm a brown version of Sailor Moon. I have a cat who's a pain in the ass. That's my Luna. And just pretend, I was doing some really nice magic and karate. So, sorry, I just saw some really nice eye candy. Speaking of which, I'm very, very much interested in, what's out there as far as like, love interest and things of that nature. Just meeting people. Oh, birds. I've been seeing birds and bees a lot more lately. And I'm just thinking, is this Disney or is this a sex lesson? I'm just like, what's going on here? Anyway. So yeah, I'm very interested in, like, meeting other people and whatnot, and just getting myself out there. But mind you, I do know that there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be, the flying monkeys and the narcissists that are going to hate that. I mean, it sucks for them, but I also know that that's just a personal issue that they have to go through. With people saying, that, oh yeah, like you have a lot more attention, that there's more people watching you. That does not make me feel that very comfortable, considering that I didn't want to be oppressed. So having, knowing that, I'm just, trying the best to mind my business and trying to get, no, excuse me, knowing that I'm minding my business and trying my best to get the freaking visions out of, like, oh yeah, so people are watching you, creeping and low stalking, gang stalking, and all this other kind of stuff. I'm just literally just trying to go about my day eating my Pop Tarts. And now I just, now it just kind of sometimes flashes through my head. There's many more people watching you. It's like, and then crumbs is falling, into my lap. And I'm just like, like, it's just horrible. Like, what you're going to see here is what you're going to see, obviously. What you're going to see at home is what you're going to see on here. Like, what you want to know is that I'll tell you, but like, and I have told you, which is why it's also pissed the people who like talking about me, telling me, oh, you shouldn't put your business out there, but bitch, you're talking about me, so you're putting my business out there. And then if you're not telling people my business, you're making lies up. You're making lies about me. And then you also putting out videos about me in the privacy of my home. So it's just insane in the membrane situations. Again, I'm just riding through it, just trying to go about it as normal as I can. For people to tell me that there is, the government, that they're watching, and that supposedly everything will happen in due time, that there's justice. It's been many times over. We've been going over 356 days, 365 days. I don't know how many days are in a calendar. I mean, calendar year. I keep forgetting. But I mean, what kind of paperwork do you need, bro? Branch of government, what kind of paperwork do you need? Do you notice? And I found it really sly because now I'm screen shooting different times when the media is trying to distract viewers about oh yeah, so why isn't the FBI or anybody else, like government or anybody, just doing anything about it? Well, hey, look, the government is doing something different and saving other people like this right here and trying to distract. Basically, the media, newspapers, and everything like that on social media is trying to distract you by showing that, the government and stuff like that. People of the government, certain parts of the government, certain parts and people are actually doing their job, but for other people. Like, nobody's really giving a shit or fuck about this because apparently, I don't know, I'm either too entertaining or just too adorable. Somehow this curly hair and this pissed off cat is apparently enough entertainment for people where gang stalking, watching me and making TV shows and stuff like that about me is just entertaining enough where it's just not that important to try to save my life. So, and people really don't want to be direct with telling me exactly what the fuck is going on, because I think that if there were, then they would actually be like, yeah, girl, we've seen you on that channel or something like that. But alas, insane. So the reason why I was saying, like, the ultimate letting go is because, are we really ready to let go? It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm ready to like move, because unfortunately, here's the thing. People are like, the passive, the audience, some of the passives, I don't want to say all the passive, but some of the passive and some of the people in the audience are just like, okay, well then, if it's really that bad, then why didn't she move? Sweetie, I've moved before, and boop, boop, people were still like sabotaging and still like, okay, so again, in your future videos, I'll know if, so the new me, the tired me who's literally had it, has been cutting out a lot of information when it comes to people just bullshitting me and telling me shit that they expect me to listen to, but they're not hearing a goddamn thing. And by got, I mean GAHT, damn thing. Like, they're just, it's just stupid. So when it comes to that, I just don't believe that people need my respect. Like, people don't need my respect when it comes to that kind of shit. Like, I don't have to listen to you if you don't listen to me. You don't. If you're only hearing what I'm saying, but you're not really listening, then why the fuck do you think that I should listen to you? Why should anybody listen to you, if you, especially if you speak on my name or speak about me? So here we are. The thing I wanted to say is about the ultimate letting go is the person orchestrating everything. You may think it's one person. The person who you said is like the divine twin flame and all that other kind of jazz is actually linked up with my other ex. If you need any type of like reintroduction to, or if you need any reintroduction or needing to know exactly who I am referring to, then you can look at the video that says like the closure in regards to dating my ex or something like that. It's a video. It's a drawing video. It's about like a few weeks back. Definitely a month back. Yeah, so Marcus is that person. And he linked up with David after he got out of jail. After David got out of jail. And then David's just been a whole damn mess. Marcus is the one who's initiated everything and started talking to other people on social media that I had known, and decided to like spread it around about being, just the whole campaign about just, being a lying and manipulative person. Again, if you want to know about Marcus, then you can actually, it's not Marcus. I shouldn't use this as a symbol. This is a really pretty carnation. If you want to know about Marcus, then yes, look, a dead leaf. If you want to know about Marcus, then go ahead and look it up in that video that I was talking about the closure X kind of situation. A dude basically I haven't seen, heard, or talked to since 2014. I have witnessed like some pictures coming across, like shared friends who I've decided to just block. And there was this one time where because of the whole manipulative tactic is I was on a dating app and his picture had came up with his with somebody who he was dating, and I was just like, okay, like, dude, this is like really fucking tacky. This looks poor on you. And see, this is another thing, like, that's really pathetic if you need to put down your picture and a picture of the person that you're dating that you think that's probably going to upset me. And I'm just like, no, if anything, that made me laugh because I screenshotted that bitch before blocking him. I screenshotted that picture. Then I put a smiley face next to it because I was just like, this is a confirmation of why I stopped fucking with you. You are just so fucking manipulative, and this is why we needed to detach. But unfortunately, this kind of person was not done with me. And here we are several years later, and I'm over here still trying to not redeem myself, but here I am still trying to like detach from this stupid motherfucker. And there are women who are on social platforms with a lot of followers, astrologers no less too, who have like a lot of followers, are over here still trying to make excuses for this type of behavior. Okay, like this is really fucking pathetic. You're making excuses for someone who literally has serious psychological issues and refuses to let a woman go after she moved on and after she said no. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? At some point in time, you'll become your own worst enemy when it comes to supporting narcissists and abusers. Because you're not just a narcissist, he's an abuser, okay? This whole shit. Okay, let me just tell you something. This whole right here is because the abuse and the situation that he had caused. This is the latest thing right here. The whole skin situation. People are literally at this point, like, you take an inch and a mile. Everything started with an idea, and the idea was that he wanted to just talk and defame and slander me to people on social media. So by doing that, it just started out just that small. No, excuse me. First, it started out small with people just on our shared friends on Facebook. Then I didn't care. Excuse me. I did care. And then when I stopped caring, because I just, I look forward to other things. I just wanted to make other connections and network and stuff like that. Then he went behind the scenes and started bad talking and slandering people who were on my followers, or people who I followed and people who I connected with on social media. Then when that wasn't enough, he started contacting and being really sly with people who I was dating. Or he would push people who I was dating in order to just, try to like play me like, oh yeah, she likes this or she doesn't like that. Inching a mile. People networking, linking up with David in order to have cameras and stuff in my house and monitor my activities, and then also connect with people who I work with and then make fun of me and mock me and humiliate me. Friends who, associates now who I grew up with, family who I grew up with, people who I befriended and looked out for, was kind to, join in just so that they can mock me. And even still, I showed strength and reserve. I showed patience. I showed a whole lot of, like, light walking shit. I've stood up for myself, but I've also shown some light walking shit, like some good shit, like, grace, bitch, and patience with a lot of motherfuckers. So here we are, and I'm like, how can you explain someone being that fucking methodical? That's not just a mistake. That's that's not a mistake. That is somebody committed to doing something more and more toxic. Yeah, Pisces and Scorpios are transformational signs, but sweetie, they've transformed from bad to worse, And no matter what you said, like even several months before, this guy has literally gone to shit. When I did my that video that was like a few days old, people started making other videos in order to still like tear me down and be caustic. So no, I do not believe that this man has changed, because for several years he knew what the fuck he was doing and he chose to do worse and worse and worse. It only happened to be because I had looked up some information off my fucking screenshots that I did on my phone to just be accountable of everything. And still, people are like, "Oh, well, it's easy to throw stones when you hide your hands." Bitch, I have shit in there that'll get me in trouble too. Just like, yo, I said tit for tat. Yo, a dark like, yo, when you push it, you guys have really just like slandered and murdered the name empath. It's just like, but when you are one, when you attract a narcissist, bitch, at a certain point in time, like what I've done, I've showed you fucking such patience and kindness and grace. But when you push and push and push somebody, keep pushing that person, then yes, then they will actually show you. They won't do exactly the things that you do them, but they will give you a fucking taste of your own medicine, just a bit. But then they'll just, they'll move on with their own life. And literally, I don't want to be that person that keeps like entertaining the bullshit. And I know that you guys want that because, excuse me, I know that the passive aggressive people want that because that's just all they have to live for. That's all they know at this point, and it's disgusting. And I'm just like, no. When I said I'm tired, I'm tired. Like, I'm not over here to hold your hand. And I know that the guy I know for several years, all you want to do is transform into your own worst type of person, while you hide your hands. You project. Why are people like? People are really fucking projecting, and I do not appreciate that at all. I'm not into it at all. Um, Hey, I'm recording right now. Can I call you back? I mean, can I just talk to you guys later? Yeah, I'm just letting you know your back window down. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. So sweet. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, bruh, I'm just, what can I say? I'm at the point in my life where I'm only interested in people who are accountable and can be accountable both ways. You feel me? Or not gonna just deflect. Because it's all about growth. People make mistakes. But when you commit to actually being a fucking malicious, like such a toxic ass person, what is the point? of dealing it. I mean, like you're cemented in stone about what you are as a person, and you're gonna front and try to gain sympathy and be like, oh, I'm getting it, I don't know. And people are going to dismiss a lot of that. For some people are going to dismiss a lot of that because of your material gains. Because some, let's face it, a lot of people are just selfish and just off for themselves, and material gains is the only thing that can make sense to them. And then, there are the people who honestly need to hold a man like that accountable. And unfortunately, a lot of the videos, I haven't seen any of the videos where we are, excuse me, I don't want to say that. Unfortunately, one of the videos, a very good video, was taken down. The lady had taken it down. But we need to definitely have some videos where we're holding men accountable. Yes, women. We are the ones who also need to know how to, prepare ourselves or like fight against those kind of people. At the same time, we need to minimize those kind of people. We need to destroy those kind of people. We need to vanquish those kind of people. Like, I'm not looking for revenge. Revenge requires feelings, and I have none. Especially after knowing exactly everything that's been going on. I may not know everything down to the very nitty gritty though, but knowing the whole essence about basically about what's going on, I ain't got no fucking feelings for anybody. I do want justice though. That's what I want. I want justice. So anybody who's really out there, listening and not hearing me, if anybody's out there listening, then help me do what is needed in order to acquire justice. Because I do not appreciate at all the fucking years where I've had these men children, these insignificant weaklings tell me exactly how I should live, how I should feel, if I didn't want anything to do with them. If I didn't want anything to do with these people, but they were trying to attach themselves to me to make me seem like I want them. Speaking of which, it's so ridiculous that I told you. Speaking of people who are not listening, I literally said I'm not going to talk about what was it? I was like, yo, I'm not interested in David, because I'm just like, yo, like why would I? It's not very divine feminine of me. So I said I'm going to listen to it. So I kept seeing videos about that, about letting go. I was just like, what? It's not a message for me. So whenever flowers, if you ever see any of that kind of stuff, I'm like, yo, when people are like literally trying to force that information after you told them how you feel and they're not listening, sometimes if you can't talk to them, just kind of talk to yourself. Because I literally had this moment where I was just like I'm going to just do like me talking to myself. It was just basically like, did we not say in that video and in multiple other videos that we're not looking for that person, we want somebody else? Yes, you said this many times. Should I say something? No. And why shouldn't you say anything? Because yes, they're dumb, stupid. Okay, yes. They're dumb, stupid bitches. Yes, they are. Yeah, they can be that too. So yeah, like dumb, stupid bitches. So I mean, honestly, if you're not listening to what I'm saying, then clearly, I'm just gonna imagine that this message is for somebody else, obviously, because I'm over here envisioning my guy as being somebody that's beautiful and inside as well as on the outside. He's going to be fine. Okay, sweetie? He's going to be fucking delicious. He's going to make me into a sandwich on the bed. Like, honestly, the visions that I've had of the person who I want to be with, he embodies certain type of behavior, and he has patience, and he will communicate with me. Like, I know exactly what it is I want. I wouldn't mind. See, the kind of person that I am, when I was talking earlier about conflict resolutions and things of that nature, is I'm the kind of person who will allow somebody to tell me their story or tell me their reasons. This goes another honeybee, and tell me their reasons and tell me their stories about exactly like, okay, then like what's bothering them. Or even if they want to apologize, they're like, I'll have your say. But don't try to come to me in a certain type of way where you're trying to like release shit and try to make yourself sound like, the fucking victim. Don't do that. My father has embarrassed himself plenty of times with that kind of shit. To me and to my mom. And to certain other women. Very few women. And other women just eat it up. And that's how I feel like these women, he's Pisces. And that's how I feel a lot of these women on social media are when it comes to like again, Pisces will know exactly how to play the fucking strings of victimhood. But I'm just like, nigga, I grew up to this shit. I know exactly what you can do. You are a womanizer through and through. I know exactly what you can do. And unfortunately, women have literally just seen and witnessed me being fucking abused. Like there is nothing on this fucking earth that requires for me to be embarrassed or go through all this kind of shit, poison and all this other kind of stuff. Um, Instead of just there's nothing. Whatever type of lie you want to make up, then either tell them like, oh, excuse me, if there's any type of lie anybody wants to like make up about me, then I'm like, well, what does that have to do with her now? You feel me? Like anything that deserves justice about any type of actions or something that should go to fucking court or something like that. And it's like, why didn't you take this person to court? Like right now, I really want to take somebody to fucking court. I'm tired of being the mimics, and I'm tired of people just inserting themselves. Like this is the point where instead of you telling, this is the point where instead of the people on social media and stuff like that telling me to let go, bitches, I've let go. Why are we not talking about the conversation where this man is not letting go? Why are we not having a conversation where we're telling people who are watching me to let go? The ultimate let go. This is the moment where we need to have that discussion where it's not okay to videotape and record somebody in the privacy of their home, especially in this grandiose nature, and for you to insert and invade somebody's privacy and their business. We should be literally going to the cops. The cops should not be sitting on their fucking asses making up fucking papers, pretending that they're actually doing their job when they're not. Instead, the media is over here distracting us and telling us, oh, yeah, well, they're doing their job in similar situations for other people. Maybe, maybe not. And instead, I'm still getting the passive aggressive threats. I'm still getting people like coming into my house and invading my privacy. I'm still getting people like, mimicking, lying, being two-faced in my presence and stuff like that and thinking it's cute to just watch me. Bitches is not a movie. It's not a TV show. I don't like this shit. I don't. I can still hold myself gracefully, but I can still tell people to go fuck themselves. Okay? I don't appreciate any of the abuse that I received. I thought I did everything by the fucking book. I really did. I thought I was raised in a certain type of way where it was just like, okay, look, I didn't need to waste anybody's fucking time. I didn't. Oh man, it's just I'm trying to understand exactly like, the words I can say right now. Because I mean, the audience and the community that I want to connect with, they'll know exactly what I mean and what I say. And those are the people I want to gravitate to. The other ones can go fuck themselves. Like I said, I'm tired. So yeah. Someone needs to be accountable. I've done the inner work. You guys have watched me do the inner work. You watched me do the guilt. But someone needs to do the inner work. Someone else needs to do the inner work. Someone else needs to be accountable. Because exactly, I hope you don't think that, okay, if I'm free, that you'd still get the permission to watch me in the privacy of my own home. Because then you run an ally all along. You were just fronting. You know that, right? I won't be living in this house for that long, or however long I should or would live in here. So you know that would be over too, right? I mean, recording and putting a camera into my car is ridiculous. Um, Connecting with coworkers and employers and being flying monkeys and all that other kind of shit to people who I connect with or try to connect with. That's all the karma that needs to go into you. You know that, right? Because that's why I'm doing these videos. And that's why I also want people to just also say their piece too when it comes to like the flowers, when it comes to people who are literally over fucking stepping. I'm like, oh, okay, you heard about me? Well, this is what you can go through these videos. Because again, what kind of person is literally that fucking obsessed that they have to go through all that shit? Like, you can like, yo, this person is literally sitting on a fucking perch now because he has done this for years. So now he has flying monkeys who have flying monkeys who have flying monkeys. So now all he has to do is just watch and observe and just, be like, well, we're happy. Just like put on a fucking front. And anytime when I'm happy, or anytime when I'm focusing and doing my thing, which I've been doing, minding my business and just, focusing on my own shit, oh, he can't have that. So he's gonna talk to the flying monkey. He's gonna talk to the flying monkey and the other one, and so forth and so forth, in order to just, try to disrupt my fucking life. And while you guys are sitting in the fucking arena, like, oh well, what the fuck will she do next? Oh, why don't you go ahead and poison her water? Why don't you go ahead and put some scratchy like surface substances on her pillows and stuff like that, so she'll break out and stuff like that. Put some topical agents on something and just, like keep fucking with her. But it's still not enough for the government to really kick in. You're close to being free. You have threats, yeah, but keep striving. Keep striving. Keep going. Keep doing the things that you were doing before you actually knew exactly what was happening in the background, because we want to be entertained by your efforts. Those are not the kind of people I'm thinking. I'm thinking the people who actually know exactly, like, yo, this shit is wrong. The people who are literally giving me the advice that I need, like, oh, girl, like, you should stop drinking that water. People are poisoning it. Girl, people are stealing from you, right? And people are coming into your house, right? Like, I can't endanger my own self because, I have a family. I'm like, you know what? Yo, I respect that. I don't need to hear bullshit from bullshitters that are telling me just keep going. We need you resilient and just, keep going. When are the cops coming? When are the government coming? When are they getting off their fucking ass? When are these pushing papers, like, motherfuckers actually going to do something? I don't know. Do you? Do you? Are we actually going to, I don't know, stop diapering a grown ass fucking man in his 30s and tell him to grow the fuck up and leave women alone? Teach him how to actually respect women and teach him how to fucking move on? We need the videos for that. We need the videos for that. Maybe if he's in solitary confinement or doing something where he's seeing a therapist every fucking day, writing his fucking notes, doing the fucking work, the inner work. Shit, he has a Scorpio moon. Why won't he go ahead and do some fucking work, some inner work? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you, go ahead. Like, if you really like your dark side, if you really like those dark things, like, like, why don't you go ahead and just, dive in there and stay in there. Work on it. Add some light. Add some brightness to your life. Stop trying to attach yourself to people who have light and stop trying to snuff it out. So you don't want me talking. You never like it when I talk. Try to be fair. And I'm trying to actually, this is not me being mean, because literally there are worse than pictures that I came across that could have just, but that would do nothing. That would do nothing but just humiliate you in a way that humiliated me. Like, look, again, this is not like the revenge thing. It's like, we don't need to do this. It's just like, you dumb, stupid bitch, work on your fucking self. And even then, like, me saying this is like, yeah, this is actually me being nice to you. And also just saying, like, yo, like, get the fuck away from me, man. Like, fix this shit. Fix yourself. And women that are literally like behaving like some type of R. Kelly fans, shut the fuck up, you dumb, stupid bitches. You're confusing your number of followers and your ad promotions and all this other kind of shit for quality, and you're not. You're shit. Not the shit. You're just shit. Nothing that is useful for fertilizing beauty, flowers, roses, anything. Just a pile of stinky foul shit that cannot be recycled, upcycled, or anything. It's just objective. This is no emotion. Yeah. So who knows exactly, if this person will actually grow the fuck up. I'm not gonna bet money on anything on whether or not it does or doesn't happen. I'm not gonna be here to witness it. I'm literally just going to again just keep putting my one foot in front of the other. But this is just some things for people to chew on. Who's gonna do the ultimate let go? Who can catch up? Thank you to the passives who've been giving me the information because I truly appreciated it. Like honestly, just amazing. Seriously amazing. It's wild. People are just like, I'm telling you, people are gonna get so upset. Like I'm just like, well, why are you upset? Like what? Tell me what type of handicap, like mental handicap, do you have that you can't mind your own business? And then you're gonna get up and like these people will be the same people to get upset when other people are in their business. I mean, isn't this why you have locks on your doors? Isn't this why you have privacy? Isn't this why you don't post that much on your social media, or you post exactly what you want on social media? Like, it's called balance. There's too many selfish people out there. So yeah, we're just gonna see. It's like the ultimate letting go. It's insane in membrane. So, and another news, I'm really looking forward to exactly like I mean, I'm looking forward, like, I like engaging into certain type of spaces, but I don't know, when I see a pretty face, when I see a guy's nice toy, I'm just wondering, I'm just like, it's just like, oh my goodness. Or when they wear like a certain type of shirt, oh my goodness, honey. Yeah, it's gonna be trying to see some things. Not lower region things. Guys, come on. I've been just like honestly the way how I feel about certain type of things. Like I like everything from from the waist up right now because I'm just she's so cute. A little cat. I like everything from the waist up. So excuse me, I like the thigh too, but like basically, I'm just interested in Kindles. Like, please do not expect sex from me for a long while, long while. I'm gonna say fun fact, but it's just like I don't know if I had mentioned this about like I was like the only virgin practically. Semen. It was the only virgin in my pact, and yeah. So, basically, like I can wait a long while. Sorry, there's a fruit net around. Basically, I can wait for a long while. Like, there's relationships where I haven't done anything for years or a year. Yeah, for years. So my last one going on right now has been a steady. Ooh, oh my goodness, we're actually going on to a year right now. Yes, actually, yes. Woohoo! Which is good because I'm just like, ugh, just need to cleanse that, cleanse that. But yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to just being in the company of others where I can feel safe, and by doing that, it's just like I know now exactly like okay, I sense your energy, like my energy has heightened a lot, so I'm just like, look, I sense something, and then again, I don't want to like disrespect anybody, so I definitely stay in the company of people just so I can confirm, just like mm, no, no, nothing. Nothing. So yeah, but looking forward. Oh, besides, I'm actually overdue for like going ahead and doing the whole bathing suit thing. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm thick. I am. I'm like peanut butter on bread. Like, I'm peanut butter thick. Just slice me on a piece of Wonder Bread, because yes. Yeah. All right. That's really what I want to talk about. It's like people are just like, oh, so why don't you go to another job, or get another car? Well, the car, like, okay, the guy, he really committed to just being this fucking obsessive. Um, it's like you have to laugh to just not totally go in a corner and just shudder in fear. It's just really gross. I caramba, I don't know. Like oy vey. It's like so sad. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna just shake that one off and go ahead and run my errands and just do all the things that I want to do within reason. Which is basically, just run all my errands, and within reason means like, if I just have freedom right now. So yeah, just imagine just like all these things that have been taken. Uh, phone, computer, just, intrusive thoughts and all the other kind of shit. It's just ridiculous. Oh, I was thinking about some ideas, like I said later. I was wanting to do a video where I kind of have like something like this as like the thumbnail, where it's like, the Bachelorette, as I try to like find who the next person is going to be, because like, yeah, like I'm not, please stop putting pressure on me and just somebody from my past, because I'm just like, look, I'm looking forward. Okay, like let's just talk about things that are forward. Okay, that's what I'm just very hopeful for. Again, I don't want to shoot down anybody who wants to just explain themselves or say anything like that. But I think that if they actually wanted to, then they probably would have said something like that a long time ago, instead of now that everything has become a lot more clearer. Like, bruh, like I was good to these people, but I digress. I am. Yeah, there you go. You guys can have that. Your projections, your criticism, your negative criticism, and all that kind of shit. Just people on social media, you can keep that. You can have that. Flowers, just keep on pushing on. Because again, the stuff that I'm telling you guys is the kind of stuff that I want you guys to kind of inhabit, so you can save yourselves. Okay, flowers. Okay, passives. Like I need you to save yourselves. You would think that, oh yeah, this can never happen to me, sweetie. Please don't speak that into your life, because honestly, that could just definitely happen out of nowhere. You think somebody's good, it really will put on a fucking front. They'll have your family smiling in your face and all that other kind of stuff. Oh, come over for family night, and then you're just like, okay, well, you know what, this was nice, but it's just, can we just be friends? And depending on how influential you are, or how good of a person or a candidate you can be, he could take that the wrong way. He's just like, no, how dare you? Like, sorry, I have some like comments. Like, no, how dare you? You woman, you listen to me. And then like you think you're like, whatever, bye. And all of a sudden you're being tracked, and you're being stalked, and you're being gang stalked, and you're being poisoned, and there's like a slanderous campaign, and then people who are trying to like connect with you are only connecting with you because they want to make it funny, because they are kissing the ass to somebody else, and da da da. If you think that I'm pretty, or if you think that I'm nice and talented and all this kind of stuff, it is with God's fucking grace. Because I'm telling you, I could have been like, with all this fucking abuse and with all this kind of abuse and pressure and harassment, I'm holding on by myself. You feel me? It's really just me. So it could have gone a total different way. Like, for a lot of people, it could have gone a total different way. Like, I know people who would have like killed themselves, or went hard on drugs, and or like abuse on certain things. And it's really fucking pathetic that people will gaslight, manipulate, shame, or guilt you for even considering those things, or having a couple drinks or something like that, instead of addressing the person. That's the really tacky, tactless, lazy, dumb, stupid bitch vibes that I was getting a lot of times and years from people who did not want to be accountable. And now that I know things, and now that I have, some fucking evidence from like way back when, people are just like, move on already. Like, oh, like they don't want to take accountability now. They're just like, oh, fuck it, whatever. And then so they're gonna make up new lies and all this other kind of shit. And I'm just like, look, I get that you don't like me because you just don't like me. You just like me for nothing. But you're really like, these people are just totally, totally just waste and are replaceable. Just go ahead. Let's replace it with niceness. Let's replace it with good people. Like, let's just reform these people. I don't even think that a lot of them can be reformed. We just need to start over. Okay, put those people away. Put those people in institutions or whatnot like that. Have them be fixed. Okay, then bring them back. New, because independent work for them is just not possible. They need so much Jesus. They need their hands held, or even if they don't believe in Jesus or anything like that, like they need a lot of therapy from the right therapist who's not a narcissist and who's not going to abuse them, who's not going to manipulate them, who's not going to like. They need a really great therapist with the patience of Oprah. Like, honestly, like for real, we just need somebody just, bruh. Okay. I'm gonna go grab me just some more water and all that jazz, and yeah, I will chat with you guys later. But in the meantime, passives and flowers, I really hope that you're doing well and that you are living through this life just, easy breezy, away from these fucking narcissists, or at least like you have narcissists in your life, you tame those bitches, because honestly, they will take a mile if you give them an inch.